As we've said multiple times, everything is very controlled and choreographed, and it's pretty cool to see Dragon just get closer and closer. We saw the crew in their seats earlier, all strapped in with their suits on. But as I mentioned before, I would personally just want to have my face against the window the whole time, just looking out. There we can see that the nose cone has been deployed. We did that several minutes after liftoff. I think it was around T plus 12 minutes or so. And we do that once Dragon has already passed through the atmosphere of Earth, when it's in, then once it gets into the vacuum of space.
And there you can see that view again, the moon in the farthest portion of your screen there, the furthest back circle, Dragon in the middle, and the International Space Station in the closest field of view, of course, with our pale blue dot underneath it.
The station and Crew Dragon are traveling at 17,000 miles per hour, 17,500 miles per hour around planet Earth. So while it looks like Earth is rotating slowly, it's actually going pretty quick. The station is roughly 250 miles above Earth. You can think of that as the distance from Los Angeles to San Francisco, or perhaps from Kennedy Space Center to Miami, depending on which frame of reference relates most to you.
SpaceX on the big loop, Houston and Hawthorne have pulled go for docking. Confirm visors down and that you are ready for approach 2.
SpaceX Crew-5, all visors are down. We are ready for approach 2.
Copy Crew-5, visors down. We're going to enable the approach shortly. As a reminder, once Dragon is inside the crew hands-off point, retreat and breakout are not permitted.
Copy.
Station Houston on the big loop. Dragon is resuming approach and is go for docking. Monitor per steps 5 and 6 in 1.102 Dragon approach and retreat monitoring.
Station copies. We'll go.
And that's the call we wanted to hear. Dragon is go for docking. Just a few meters away from the space station now, but when we are about at the 2-meter point, you may hear a call called CHOP, and that stands for the crew hands-off period. While everything has been done autonomously today so far, when we do hear that call CHOP, it means that any re-rendezvous would need to be done automatically through Dragon, and the crew would not be initiating any of that. We are 16 meters away from the International Space Station. On the left is Crew Dragon Endurance coming in for docking. On the top right with its nose cone deployed is the Crew Dragon Freedom that is currently docked to the International Space Station and is the vehicle that Crew 4 will return home on.
Copy, 5 meters.
And that call 5 meters separating Dragon from space station. Should be about a minute until we are docked and Crew 5 is home for the next few months. Should hear that call for CHOP here momentarily.
2 meters, CHOP.
And there it was.
Copy, 2 meters.
2 meters, crew hands off point. Happens about 25 seconds before contact.
1 meter.
1 meter.
Dragon,
Capture.
SpaceX on the big loop, contact and soft capture complete. Attenuation in progress.
And contact confirmed. Dragon made contact with the International Space Station at 2:01 p.m. Pacific, just off the west coast of Africa.
As well, so maybe just a little bit more time until we welcome them on board the International Space Station. And here we come through. First one through the hatch is going to be Nicole Mann, commander of Dragon, and now the first Native American woman to live and stay aboard the International Space Station. All hugs and smiles going around. Next one through the hatch is Josh Cassada, the pilot of Dragon. He's getting his welcome and hellos from the crew aboard International Space Station. And we see right now, right past Nicole Mann's hair, is Koichi Wakata of JAXA coming through the hatch. And last but not least, Anna Kikina of Roscosmos just entered the International Space Station, and Crew-5 is officially ingressed from Dragon Endurance into their home for the next 6 months, the International Space Station. And with the addition of Crew-5 on board, there is currently 11 astronauts inside the International Space Station.
And station, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
And Houston, this is station. We are ready for the event.
And Samantha, we'll let you kick it off.
Fantastic. It's been an honor and a pleasure today to welcome on board Crew-5 on board on Crew Dragon Endurance. It's just fantastic to finally have you guys on board. And this is a very special crew. Because it's the first time that we have a Russian cosmonaut flying on a Crew Dragon. So a very special welcome to Anna, who broke the ice on this crew swap that is so important for the resilience and the robustness of our operations on space station. It's also the third time that ISS has the pleasure of welcoming Koichi on board. So welcome back to your home in space, Koichi. And this is also a special flight because Duke and Josh are the very last 8 balls to make it to space. And so to celebrate this, we have a special gift. So without further ado, I'm sure your guys' family want to hear from you. So here's the mic.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Samantha. It's incredible to be in space. Mom, look, I'm finally in space. It's been such a pleasure training with this amazing crew, and we're looking forward to getting to work here on Expedition 68. We've had a chance to thank a lot of people in the past day and a half or so that we've been flying, but I don't know that I had a chance to thank my husband and son. Thank you guys so much. I love you, and Mom and Dad, and my sister Kirsten. Thank you.
I also want to thank Nicole's husband and son for lending her to us. You know, I've been very, very lucky my entire life to be a part of some amazing teams, and it enables us to do some absolutely phenomenal things. And to come up here and meet some of the greatest friends I've ever known and get to spend some time with them up here is just, it's breathtaking. Also, I am so thankful to my family for enabling me to do this. I know it's been a complete pain, but it is certainly worth it. And thank you. Thank you to everybody who's enabled us to do this. And that doesn't mean just the people who know what they're doing. Everyone in my life has contributed in some small way to this, and I can't thank you enough.
Samantha, thank you for the warm introduction, and it's great to be back in Jersey, and this is like coming back to a home away from home for me, and I really appreciate my family's support for me to be able to do this. And I also like to thank everyone who supports the International Space Station Program, SpaceX, NASA, Roscosmos, CSA, European Space Agency, and of course my home agency, JAXA. I really appreciate all the help you provided to make this happen. I cannot wait to work with this wonderful crew on Expedition 68.
Yes, we overflow with emotions, with feelings, with glad. And really glad to share that time with the guys on the station. I really happy share my time with that people and with everybody who with us, who did a lot of job for existing all of that, and for all people who just glad in with us, glad for us. Sharing with us your feelings. It's super for people. Теперь по-русски. Я очень рада.
I'm so very happy.
Я очень рада, что я здесь, на
I'm
самом
extremely
деле.
happy that I'm
Ну, я
here,
скажу по-русски,
really.
что много людей
I'd like to say in
действительно
Russian,
трудится,
a lot
работало и
of
будет
people are
трудиться
working
для того,
hard
чтобы
and will keep working hard
все
to make sure that everything, this our common manned space exploration will continue to exist, to develop further. We're here and we're living proof of it. You see, I was given flowers. This is so wonderful to have international friends and these communications here and on the ground. This is wonderful. And of course, my big hello to everybody on Earth, and to my family, to my husband, Angelina, my mom, my brothers, to everybody who was able to come and support me at the launch site. It was a miracle that you managed to actually make it to the launch site. And here you see this toy is a symbol of my city, Novosibirsk. His name is Gorodovichok. So, guys, everything is super.
And your families are awesome. And thank you also from our side for all you guys' support. And Crew-5, welcome to Expedition 68. And that concludes the event.